This video is brought to you by people who like, share, and subscribe to this channel. You can also support my work by buying me a coffee. The Fellowship of Guelphissauga continues, with the housing cost crisis lighting up the Shire and people's rent. This week, yet another tent encampment was lit up as black smoke billowed over the hanlon. The firefighters who extinguished the flames thought the cause was accidental, but the man living there had other suspicions. Meanwhile, the mayor and the council of elders were tackling the problems from people lighting up their neighborhoods and expanding the housing cost crisis to the streets of downtown. Can Carly of Klassen and the Elder Elves do anything about the housing cost crisis? And will the new bylaw stop people from lighting up the Shire? In the thick forest behind Value Village, one man was experiencing the worst of the housing cost crisis. With 90 Carden Streets sold, and the homeless hotels all full, there was nowhere affordable left for him to live in the Shire. He found an isolated spot to pitch a tent and had been camping out in the forest beside the highway. Unfortunately, someone else was jealous of his ideal camping situation and set it ablaze to burn him out. For the third time in a row, his hidden camp was lit up, creating a plume of thick black smoke that was visible on the other side of the Shire. Firefighters arrived at the tent encampment and quickly extinguished the flames. Since no one was around and no one was hurt, they believed the cause was accidental. But the cause of the fire remained suspicious for the now even more homeless man. Like most people living in the tents in the Shire, he ended up at the bench downtown seeking shelter. Luckily, he lives in the Shire and not the swamps of Toronto, so someone was there to feed and help him. Sir Edward of Bench fed the burnt-out man some city pizza and offered him his wisdom. He advised him to give up that otherwise ideal spot and to set up camp elsewhere. Meanwhile, in the Council of Elders chambers, the mayor was flexing his strong powers to push a band-aid solution to the Shire getting lit up. On Tuesday evening, while the homeless man was searching for a place to set up camp, the mayor made the Sunshine Listers earn their paychecks. He ordered them to outline a bylaw that would restrict the apparent light pollution problem across properties in the Shire. Like all cities, Guelph is facing the effects of light pollution, and the residents of Guelph are losing access to the night sky, they reported to the mayor. Research suggests that artificial light at night can negatively affect human health, increasing risks for diabetes, depression, sleep disorders, diabetes, breast cancer, and more, the Sunshine Listers speculated. After a 5-year period, or once each Sunshine Lister has earned a cool $500,000 in pay, they will review the progress made and possibly report to council with further recommendations. That seemed like a reasonable amount of time to review if implementing this bylaw was a waste of time. The next thing the mayor flexed the Sunshine Listers to do was to prepare an online Lobbyist Registry for him. Bringing transparency and administrative cost to the corporation of the Shire, even the senior Sunshine Listers were included in the registry. It required lobbyists with a financial interest to publicly report each time they attempted to reach out to them or an elder on the council, along with identifying their employer and details about the subject matter. The registry will be publicly available online on their website and comes into effect at the start of the year. The Lobbyist Registry would not be limited to business interests as it only covers communications connected to a financial interest. This was to remain agnostic regarding the for-profit and not-for-profit organizations, the Sunshine Lister stated. It also does not prohibit, minimize, or reduce the effectiveness of lobbying, and it places no limits on the amount or type of lobbying that can take place. Lobbyists will be required to act within a code of conduct, and the public could file complaints regarding non-compliance to the registrar. The Sunshine Listers were taking this one more seriously, and were planning to review it after only cashing in a $100,000 paycheck, or 1 year later. The mayor was pleased, since he will now have a new website that he can link to in his Twitter posts, while he blocks everyone's comments on it. The Sunshine Listers had done enough work for the day, promising to review their work years from now. They cashed in their hefty paychecks in the bank and walked to their cars to drive home for the night. On the other side of the street, walking in the other direction, was the homeless man downtown. He searched for a place to set up camp for the night, with the few blankets he had collected at the bench. Can Carly of Klassen and the Elder Elves do anything about the housing cost crisis? And will the new bylaw stop people from lighting up the Shire? Stay tuned here to see. This video is brought to you by people who like, share, and subscribe to this channel. You can also support my work by buying me a coffee.